At that time, a very good effort by the Knicks.
It is Alvarado, McBride, Bridges, Townsend, Anunoby, and they're going to call an 8-second violation on Jose Alvarado. Could not get it across midcourt in time. It was pressured just before he got to that center court logo, lost it for a moment, and Dylan Harper got the job done.
That play indicative of the Knicks' first quarter. Inept, incompetent, incoherent, not getting the ball up the court, and you don't expect that from Jose.
They have turned the ball over 7 times now. It's led to 7 San Antonio points. Castle, left wing, pick and pop Wembanyama, catch and drive up top, met by Towns. Ball post free, a rejection for Karl Anthony Towns. Alvarado racing ahead from left to right, darts to the rim, kicks it near corner. Bridges around for Towns, top of the key. Pump fake and a drive by Wembanyama, nowhere to go. Picked it up at the elbow on the right side, now out to Alvarado. Back to that same elbow, takes Bryant to the rim, and a right-hand layup would not go clean off glass.
Riveting defense by the Spurs.
Knicks are 4 of 25 from the field. Harper fouled hard on a layup by Anunoby on the other end. And that's 2 fouls on OG Anunoby. 26-13 San Antonio. Both defenses playing well so far in the second quarter, but the Knicks desperate to get their offense going, down 13.
The cadence of this series has been the tale of 2 halves. I don't know if that's something you necessarily game plan around, but I do wonder how long San Antonio can maintain this level of defense.
Harper has been prolific coming off the bench. So he makes his first free throw, has one more coming.
Dylan Harper, a huge second quarter on Wednesday. 5 out of 5 from the field. He made all 3 of his 3-pointers. 13 of his 19 points came in the second.
Only 20 years of age. Pedigree player. Seen his father around most of the game.
They've had to play him 32 minutes a night these last 3 games. Normally about 25, 26 minutes, but this is the kind of matchup he's been able to thrive in. He gets both free throws, 15 points, San Antonio lead. Knicks are down 14 in game 1, 12 in game 2, and of course 29 in game 4. So nothing new for New York. Towns kicks it to the near corner. Hart dribbles out of it. Hands to Towns on the left wing, defended by Castle. Wants to take him toward the baseline. Now posting him up on the left block. 1 to shoot. Now he realizes it and hits a tough turnaround elbow jumper for 2. Only Karl Anthony Towns can do that. It's his first bucket.
Hopefully that one takes the lid off the basket a bit for the Knicks, because it was just as much hope and prayer as it was skill.
Well, that's how tough the defense has been by the Spurs.
It's a 13-point game now. Wembanyama straight on, looking around, passes left for Castle, return to Wembanyama, pump fakes to 3, takes the dribble inside the arc, dishes right to Harper, missed a right wing 3, tipped out by Wembanyama, secured initially by Towns, and then stripped out of bounds by Bryant, off of Towns, they'll say, and it stays with San Antonio.
Restore a whole lot of contact as the ball was coming down.
Bryant is the other kid, folks. It's only 20 years of age. First-round pick out of Arizona. So he's an excellent defender. That time giving the Spurs a second opportunity.
14th overall selection. A reminder that the Spurs team was in the lottery last year. Tyler Ford's going over toward the Spurs bench on the far sideline. Said a quick word before handing the ball to Stephon Castle. They're in the front court left with a 13-point lead. Inbound comes to Wembanyama on the right side perimeter, defended by Towns. Screen on the right, he'll take a 3, and he drilled it. Victor Wembanyama's first 3-pointer. He's got a game-high 9, and the Spurs have a 16-point lead. Knicks ball from left to right, pass to Towns on the right side, pushed in the back by Wembanyama. It'll get called for his second foul.
Foolish foul by Wembanyama, the right sideline. Towns trying to do nothing but catch the ball. And Wembanyama, the culprit, with the foul.
The Spurs are going to challenge this one again. Wembanyama is saying that Towns continues to clamp down on that arm. So far in the series, the Spurs have gotten these overturned versus Karl Anthony Towns. This one is going to be pivotal.
Yeah, right in front of the Knicks bench, the action was happening this time.
Here we go again. Either a pivotal second foul on Victor Wembanyama or a crucial second foul on Karl Anthony Towns.
Towns going on the floor.
31-15, San Antonio with the lead. 8:19 remaining in the second quarter. They're hitting deja vu territory on multiple levels here in Game 5. I guess Knicks fans can say, well, let's hope it continues based off what we saw in that historic comeback on Wednesday. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin Modern Windows and Doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
In New York City, young men of color deserve every opportunity to succeed. The NYC Young Men's Initiative is investing in futures through education, workforce development, healthcare, and justice programs designed to uplift and empower. And through programs like the Cooney Fatherhood Academy, we're supporting young fathers and building brighter futures for themselves and their families. Visit nyc.gov/YMI programs or at NYC Young Men on all socials to learn more.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Well, stop me if you've heard this before. Call overturned from a Victor Wembanyama defensive foul to a Karl Anthony Towns offensive foul. So he's got 2, but for now, they will keep Cat on the floor in desperate search of an answer. 8:19 to go in the second quarter. It's a 31-15 San Antonio lead in Game 5. This is the Deuce McBride playing with the starters lineup. He's in for OG Anunoby, who has 2 fouls.
And the Knicks are searching for harmony with only 15 points. Not a lot of dishing and pushing going on.
A lot of time left, 8:15 remaining in the second quarter. Harper driving baseline on the far side, locked up by McBride, has to turn back toward the corner. Out to Bryant on the right wing. To the foul line he goes, and the ball was poked away by Brunson.
Bryant delivering right into the double team right at the free throw line.
Towns out high, passes to his left for Brunson. Defended by Harper, backs up to midcourt. Screen from Towns, pick and pop. Brunson around to the near corner for McBride. Backs up, looks around. Vassell's on him. He'll dribble toward the left wing.
Swarming Spur defense.
5 to shoot, drive and kick. Bridges, corner 3 is good from the left side. Mikal Bridges on the board. It's back to a 13-point game.
The corner 3 has been important to the Knicks through the course of the finals. They're shooting about 45% on the corner 3s and 54% from the left corner.
Strong drive from Castle, missed a layup. Rebound tipped out to Vassell. Rimmed out a left corner 3, and Towns gets the rebound.
Here's the Knicks and gets some rhythm now.
31-18 San Antonio. Towns up top, catches, drives on Castle all the way to the rim, and a bank shot wouldn't go. Rebound batted around off of Castle. No, they'll say Hart hit it last. Hart still arguing with Scott Foster.
Yeah, Hart wants a challenge right in front of the Knicks bench. They're thinking about it.
Yeah, Brunson wanted a challenge too.
So they want to use one this early, though. They do not. Inbound to Harper. Spurs ball from right to left. They're up by 13. 7:10 to go in the second. Castle alone, top of the key. Missed a 3 wide right. Rebound Cat. Midcourt outlet to McBride. Can he find a way to get hot? Deuce McBride just 3 of 15 from 3 in the series.
The pace has quickened.
Brunson flashing to the lane with no Wembanyama. Missed the layup anyway over Castle and Vassell.
A lot of contact, no foul.
Yeah, Brunson unable to get that one up on the glass like he usually does.
Foul line full up. Harper good over McBride. 33-18 San Antonio. They are watching Wembanyama's minutes much more carefully than they did in Game 4. Can the Knicks take advantage of that? Towns on the far side perimeter. Hands to Bridges in the corner. He'll drive to the foul line looking for his fadeaway. Couldn't get it, so it's up top to Hart for a three. He drilled it. That's a big one for Josh Hart. His first basket. It's back to a 12-point game.
I sure would like to see the Knicks sort of shift their offense to help create a lopsided floor for guys to attack. Everything is just allowing the Spurs to remain in sound help position, like the way you draw it up, almost like a zone.
Yeah, previously, Bridges in the corner, Hart straight on with the hoop. So the three-ball propelling the Knicks now. It's like the Spurs turn it over, so the Knicks will have it in the backcourt.
Lights might be a little too bright for Luke Cornett right now. He fumbled a dribble handoff clean out of bounds along the left side wing, and now the Let's Go Knicks chant start up here in San Antonio.
Yeah, you can see the Knicks fan with a little more pizzazz now. A little more pep in their step.
We're finally seeing some shots go down after starting 3 out of 20.
The Maestro going one-on-one now.
The right elbow trying to back down. Johnson crosses over to the baseline, drives the lane, lefty floater, no. Tipped by Robinson off of Cornett out of bounds. And the Knicks will keep it.
Robinson does a good job keeping the balls alive, so the Knicks will have it underneath.
And Cornett with back-to-back fumbled touches will come out of the game now for Victor Wembanyama. Now Cornett was questionable with an illness, but obviously he's playing through it. Inbound to Bridges left corner. Now Robinson on the wing. Looking for a handoff. Will get it to Bridges. As Harper tried to blow up the handoff. Bridges now left wing. Gets it to the far corner. Hart couldn't drive past Fox, so he steps back for a right wing three. Grazing the front rim. Batted by Bridges out to Brunson. His three-pointer is good from the far side wing. Brunson heating up from three. He's made all 3 of his triples. It's back to a 9-point game.
And so have the Knicks 3 consecutive 3 balls now, propelling them back.
Bad shot from Wembanyama. Early shot clock, foul line pull-up, hits the front rim. Brunson now on the near wing, into the corner for McBride. Robinson up top, hands to McBride. He'll launch a triple. Missed it too strong. He's 3 of 16 in the series. Bell somehow slips through a double team left wing, but he blows the layup off the back rim. However, a whistle and a foul called on the rebound. No, count the basket. Hang on here.
Wait, what?
Was there a basket interference?
No.
Should be the Knicks ball.
There's no basket interference.
They're saying Robinson tipped it off the rim when it was on the cylinder. So yes, Vassell will get the layup, even though he blew an easy one. Well, that's a tough one. It was barely in the cylinder, but I suppose it was. The shot was not going to go in if Robinson didn't touch it, that's for sure. Knicks have the ball, 11-point deficit, final 5 minutes, second quarter. Brunson pull-up jumper, right elbow is good, he rattled it in. Brunson finding the range again, game high 13 points.
Nice throw, starting to percolate.
Knicks back within 9, 4:35 left.
Previously 3 ball, this time driving and thriving 15 feet away.
Wembanyama front rims a 3 from the top of the key.
1 and done for the Spurs now.
Hart got the rebound. Brunson feeling it. Left wing crossover, backs up on Vassell. Screen on his left from Bridges. Now he wants it on the other side. Spins away from it. Left side mid-range baseline pump fake. Now back out to Bridges on the wing. Brunson has it again in the corner. Defended by Johnson. Double team, pulls up. Nails a 2-pointer. 6 of 11 for Jalen Brunson. He cannot be stopped right now. It's a 7-point game.
Oh, captain, my captain. Jalen Brunson leading the way as the Knicks have gotten this thing under double digits here in the second quarter.
Brunson percolating.
Wembanyama throws up a wild shot over Robinson. Wouldn't go. Tipped the rebound 4 times, then came down with it. So Wembanyama back out towards center court. He wants to go one-on-one with Robinson in space. Crossover to the foul line. At the elbow, lost it, got it back. 3 to shoot. Left wing, Fox at the angle, hits the 3, end of the shot clock. That one hurts after great defense from Robinson. It's a 10-point lead.
Something like that is particularly deflating, but the Knicks have to continue, as I always say, chop wood, carry water. It is possession by possession.
38-28, San Antonio. Brunson, top of the arc, foul line. Fox on his hip floater, no, but a whistle and a foul. And it's on Victor Wembanyama. That is number 3. No, it's number 2 because of the challenge overturned on Karl Anthony Towns. Beg your pardon.
Brunson invincible, indefensible now. We've seen this all year. We've seen it all series. So he's percolating now here in MVP chance. as he goes to the line for 2.
This is just the third trip for the Knicks to get to the free throw line.
Oh!
Brunson missed it.
Uncharacteristic.
Well, he missed 2 in Game 4, 2 in Game 3, but just 1 across the first 2 games combined. 15 points in 17 minutes for Brunson. Right away, you saw the Knicks' offensive struggle, starting 3 out of 20, and it felt like the kind of night that you're going to need Brunson to take over, especially with 2 more early fouls on Towns. Brunson gets a friendly roll on the second, so it's a 9-point game, 3:14 left in the second quarter. Is Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns. Fox at the foul line, zips the pass to the right corner for a Castle 3, front rim no, rebound Anunoby. He's playing with 2 fouls.
Castle still looking for his first hoop of the evening.
Towns has 2 fouls as well. Brunson out high, crosses over to his right hand, on the right wing, looking around. The cell 6 with him into the near corner. Up top for Bridges, he'll launch a straight on 3, and connects. Mikal Bridges' second 3-pointer. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game.
A subtle part of Mikal Bridges shooting the ball well is when he has the opportunity to step into his jump shot off the move a bit.
Castle drove past Hart, met by Towns, foul on Towns. That's number 3.
And the Villanova connection now erupting for the Knicks. Brunson, Hart, and Bridges. We're missing Castle as yet to score a hoop. This time he gets penetration to get to the line for 2.
But he just made a huge play to draw that third foul on Towns, and once he beat Hart off the dribble, he put Towns in an impossible position. So he'll be out for the rest of the half, but only 2:34 remaining before the end of the second quarter. It is San Antonio 38, New York 32. A 16-point lead is down to 6. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Is the stress of a Game 7 giving your skin a full court press? Tired of trying to coach yourself through skincare trends? Between slugging, serums, and retinoids, it's easy to get confused. Don't try to be the MVP of skincare. Go see a pro. At Hand & Stone, they handle the defense so you can enjoy the glow. Book your facial at handandstone.com and get $10 off when you book today. Offer valid at participating spas. Terms and conditions apply. Hand & Stone. Expert care for every season.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Wild Turkey Bourbon master distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? Thrivewell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, Thrivewell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a Thrivewell location near you. Find out more at ThrivewellInfusion.com. That's ThrivewellInfusion.com, saving lives drip by drip.
San Antonio 38, New York 32. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jalen Brunson's got 16 points. 8 of them have come in the 6 minutes he's played in the second quarter. And without his contributions, the Knicks will be really in trouble. 6 of 11 from the field. He's made all 3 of his 3-pointers. Even with that, The Knicks are shooting just 29% from the field. But very much alive as we welcome you back to San Antonio with Monica McNutt, the Hall of Famer Walt Clyde Frazier. I'm Tyler Murray.
Here's a quirky stat. The Knicks scored 32 points in the fourth quarter in Game 4. And, of course, they are stuck on 32 here with 2:34 left to go in this second quarter.
I'm really surprised that this team would allow Brunson to beat them. He's the only guy scoring. They're not looking to double him and get the ball out of his hand.
I saw 2 doubles so far in the ball game.
Yeah, but I mean, they shouldn't allow him to take any shots. Who else is scoring for the Knicks right now? No one. Excellent job again by the captain.
We hit that last media timeout when Stephon Castle drew the third foul on Karl Anthony Towns. So Cat is out. Robinson's in with Brunson, Bridges, Hart, and Anunoby. Castle hit the first free throw, and he makes the second. That's no surprise. He was 8 of 8 all in the second half when they desperately needed his free throw shooting on Wednesday. Knicks ball down 8, 2.5 to go in this second quarter. Bridges, left wing three. That's off the heel. Rebound, Champagnie. They left him alone, so he took a rare off-the-dribble three-pointer. Now with his Fox at midcourt, zips a pass to the right angle for Castle. Baseline drive on Brunson, rising to the rim, missed a short rebound, popped in the air by Robinson, and it comes to Brunson. Knicks from left to right in blue, San Antonio in white. Brunson trying to continue his takeover, double teamed on the left block, out to Hart. Now it's the left wing three for Bridges, in and out. That one halfway down.
Bridges missed his last 2 now, finished to the left side, 15 feet away.
Both of them have been quality looks, though.
And made 2 of his first 3.
And you like to see him taking those shots. He's open.
Fox to the dotted line, steps back to the foul line, back rimmed and off the dribble jumper, long rebound Anunoby. Out to Brunson, left wing, steps into a 3. In and out, around the rim, and a pop 3. That would have made him 4 for 4. Spurs ball up 8, 90 seconds to go in this second quarter. Castle now to the right elbow, between the legs, dribble to the foul line, hop step to the opposite elbow, bounce pass to Cornette inside, poked away from behind by Anunoby. It's Hart off to the races, got pushed in the back hard by Fox. He scoops it up and in two-handed. Unbelievable three-point play opportunity for Josh Hart.
A number of Knicks are signaling that this one should be reviewed. I agree. That was a hard shove in the back on the part of Fox.
With OG Anunoby, folks, in the painted area on the defense, forcing a turnover, allowing the Knicks to get in transition. And Hart showing omnipotence. He was shoved, but was able to finish the basket on the left side.
And just 2 nights after missing the most wide-open layup of his life, he just hit the craziest layup we've ever seen him hit in orange and blue. It is a 6-point game. Hart will get at least 1 free throw, but if this is upgraded to a flagrant, the Knicks might get to, or they would get to keep possession.
And that play rejuvenating the Knicks faithful here. They're on their feet yelling, "Let's go, Knicks! Let's go, Knicks!"
Now, flagrant or not, Clyde, it was when Victor Wembanyama maybe inadvertently elbowed Karl Anthony Towns in the chin 9 minutes to go in the third quarter of Game 4. At that point, it was a 29-point lead for San Antonio, and then the Knicks, after that Wemby flagrant, outscored the Spurs 55-25 the rest of the game. Of course, a 30-point turnaround to win the game by 1. And it doesn't have to always be an actual flagrant. Sometimes it can just be an incident like this where the Knicks got fired up because of what felt like a less than clean push in the back from De'Aaron Fox.
Well, that actually was right in front of their end of the court. So they had a bird's eye view.
A low-flying bird's eye view, no question. Scott Foster took the headset off. And he approaches the microphone for the call.
After he do, it's been determined that the foul on the floor is an upgrade to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. So 2 hands picked up to the back while the driver was received with potential for injury. The ball went in. Therefore, this is 2 to make 1 for Josh Hart. And they'll retain possession of the ball.
2 to make 1. That means if Hart misses the first, he gets a chance to take another. And the Knicks will get the ball back. And Monica, you wonder if frustration's creeping in for De'Aaron Fox. He was the scapegoat at the end of Game 4. He's 2 of 7 here in Game 5. He's supposed to be the veteran on this team, and that was yet another play more becoming of a rookie.
Yeah, you know, we talked about the collective inexperience, and while he is the veteran by age on this group, this is uncharted territory for him in his personal basketball career, and he's struggled mightily in this series. Outside of Game 3, he probably had his best game.
Also, Castle has been lethargic.
Yeah.
He was the guy who turned the ball over. OG coming up with the steal. Hart makes the free throw. So the Knicks will have it along the left sideline.
That's a great call on Castle Clyde. He's 0 for 7 from the field tonight.
Yep. Worth saying about Fox is Hart makes the free throw. He is a thoughtful, intelligent, caring young man, De'Aaron Fox. So he's not going to ever get a reputation for dirty play.
Where do we go with that? Okay.
Bridges left wing and crosses to the dotted line. Floater is good, and the Knicks come away with a 5-point possession to make this a 3-point game as we hit the final minute of the second quarter.
And Bridges moving and grooving now. Normally the 3-ball, this time driving and thriving off the right side.
Harper on the right side, attacks the right elbow, spins, pulls up, missed it over Anunoby, rebound, initially handled by Champagnie, fell out of bounds. Are they going to call a loose ball foul on Hart? Yes, they are. 47.2 remaining. The good news for the Knicks is that will not send him to the free throw line. They had a foul to give, but no longer, and just the first foul on Hart.
Well, that shows you how good they've been playing defense. Normally the Knicks will be in the penalty now. That actually right in front of the Spurs bench. Both players diving, striving, but the Spurs will inbound.
40-37 San Antonio. Vassell will inbound to Fox. In the front court left. High ball screen from Cornette. On the right wing, Fox, left-hand dribble to the top of the arc, almost stripped by Anunoby, but he kept his bounce. Steps back for a right point three. Back rim, no. Rebound, Hart. 33 left in the second quarter. Knicks would have to hurry quite a bit for a 2-for-1. They will take their time here. Anunoby at the left side perimeter. Kick out to the other corner for Bridges. Up top, Hart. He'll drive to the foul line on Harper. Spin, stop, righty floater off the front rim. Hit by Robinson. Hart got a piece of it, but it comes to Fox with 13 to play.
Obviously, Knicks no fouls to give.
6 on the game clock. Fox down high to the foul line. Kicks to the right, Vassell. Side steps to the stripe. Left elbow. Pull-up jumper. Got it at the buzzer. Devin Vassell gives San Antonio a 5-point lead at the half. But the Knicks, after trailing by 16, have more than made this a ball game. They have sent a reminder to this young Spurs team that no lead, no matter how large, is anywhere close to safe against the 2026 New York Knicks.
God, we told you we have him right where we want him now. He's got him right there.
Right as always, Clyde.
Yes, sir.
Monica, your thoughts on the first half before we send it to Pat O'Keefe?
It wasn't necessarily the urgent and desperate start on the part of the Knicks that you would have liked to see, but after overcoming an 18% shooting performance in the first quarter, to be within a 2-possession ball game at halftime, I think you'll take it. Now time for Ingredients of Victory, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery, and we're going to look at the captain, Jalen Brunson, who helped to lead the way to bring the Knicks back into contention in this ball game with 16 first half points. Those are the Ingredients of Victory, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Calandra's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket.
Stay tuned for the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter, hosted by Pat O'Keefe. Clyde Frazier, your final thoughts?
Well, we like the perseverance of the Knicks, the resiliency. They've shown it all series, and they just have to keep it up. Keep doing what they're doing, folks.
Thanks for being here. It's very fun.
Thank you.
An honor to have the Hall of Famer. That's the second quarter, brought to you by Hand and Stone. Pat O'Keefe is coming up next. Knicks down 5 as we go to halftime. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires. Call 800-333-14 for details. Outside safety event and 7626. See dealer for warranty details. Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Replacing your home's AC system isn't exactly pocket change. Let's be real. Most people don't have thousands of dollars just lying around. And that's why Sloman's makes staying cool affordable. Right now, Sloman's central air conditioning makes it easier than ever to upgrade without blowing your budget. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% financing for up to 18 months. Plus, every new system comes with a 5-year all-inclusive service plan, including annual system maintenance, filter replacements, and refrigerant. So there are no surprise costs down the road. Whether your system is outdated, your electric bills are through the roof, or your AC finally called it quits, Sloman's has a solution that works and a payment plan that actually makes sense. Call 516-932-7000. That's 516-932-7000. Or visit ac.slomans.com to schedule your free estimate today. Sloman's Central Air Conditioning, because comfort shouldn't come with a price you can't afford. 18-month promo period. No payment, no interest, and no down payment offer. The offer is available through a third-party bank. On approved credit, interest is waived if loan is repaid in full during the same as cash period. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Pat O'Keefe.
Halfway home in game number 5 here in San Antonio as we welcome you to the Knicks halftime report powered by ZipRecruiter. Well, once again, the Knicks fell behind by double digits in the first quarter. They've trailed by as many as 16 points in the game so far, but your halftime score is Spurs 42, Knicks 37, well within striking distance to capture their first NBA championship since 1973. Pat O'Keefe with you from Frost Bank Center as we are now joined by Alan Hahn to break down the first half and look ahead to half number 2. Alan, you and I, a different conversation certainly than the one we had the other night at halftime at the Garden. Really tough start for the Knicks offensively considering how the Spurs came out defensively. So how should we feel the Knicks being down by 5 right now?
It's remarkable that they're down by 5, and it just shows you that as hard as the Spurs came out playing defense and really affecting the Knicks and making them hesitate a lot offensively, you have the captain, and Brunson carried them through that and got them back into rhythm. And so the Spurs defense against Brunson is not working. And that's the part that I think that's your optimism. They're going to have to do something and adjust. And when they do, that's going to open it for other people. And those other people got to start knocking down shots. The Knicks defense, though, you have to understand, has also been very good. Just not as incredible as the Spurs defense was in that first quarter. But the fact that you held the Spurs to 42 points, that they have 8 turnovers, and you scored 11 points off their turnovers, you're actually winning that. Because the Knicks have 9 turnovers. They have more turnovers, but they've only yielded 10 points off it. So I do think those are the areas, and of course, the saving grace, the three-point shooting for the Knicks. 7 for 16 was the start. They missed their last 3, 2 rimmed out. But those three-point shooting and Jalen Brunson allowed them to stay in the game. But these are 2 teams getting after it defensively right now in a game that you know for both teams is everything.
It's a very physical game. It seems like they're letting a lot go on both ends. What do you think of the physicality, and what do you think about the way the Knicks have handled that?
I think this is what you want if you're the Knicks. I know at times it can be frustrating. I don't understand the overturn on the Towns offensive foul that it looked like Wembanyama. I don't know if that's marginal contact because his arm is coming down to make contact, and then Towns hooks, which we all know. Why did he hook? Why bother even hooking there? But he did, and when they review it, it almost seems every time they're going to overturn it when they see him hook. That part of the physicality, that's away from the basket. But the rest of it, I mean, Pat, this has been this series, has it not? This series has been a very physical, nasty series, and as long as the Knicks are allowed to do the same things, and that includes wearing down Wembanyama, I'm all for it. I'd rather that than too many whistles.
Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York on YouTube. Spurs lead the Knicks 42-37 at the half, and it's time now for the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon.
Bridges now, left wing, gets it to the far corner. Hart couldn't drive past Fox, so he steps back for a right wing three, grazing the front rim. Batted by Bridges out to Brunson. His three-pointer is good from the far side wing. Brunson heating up from three. He's made all three of his triples. It's back to a 9-point game.
And Alan, you mentioned they don't have an answer right now for Jalen Brunson. He has nearly half of the Knicks' total points with 16 to lead all scorers.
He's the one guy that you saw from the start of the game when he made his first shot, locked in. And that's the most important guy to me. And he's basically saying, I'll get us through this. Eventually, though, he's going to need some guys to get on the bus with him. He's driving it right now. And you needed that to survive this series. That's what makes him a great player. But you do now need to see Josh Hart not hesitate when he shoots the basketball. Mikal Bridges, a little better in that second quarter, but the same thing with him. You got to be ready to shoot. And Karl-Anthony Towns has had a struggle here early on. He has got to wake it up as well. And one more thing, Pat, you got 0 points off the bench right now. That has not been the story in this series. The Knicks bench has been good in this series, but right now you have got to find somebody off the bench that can provide some offense when they're in the game, because you cannot survive without any production off your bench.
That's a great point. It's been different guys throughout the series. It's been nobody so far today. Shamet Alvarado, Robinson, and Deuce McBride are a combined 0 for 8. But Jalen Brunson was the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Aged longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly. On the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter, the Spurs lead the Knicks 42-37. Halftime of game number 5. Alan, the Knicks right now are in the locker room, 6 points and 24 minutes away from an NBA championship. What adjustments do you want to see them make in the second half?
Well, I'm curious to see what they do with what the Spurs have been doing defensively. They've got to find some way to break this pressure that they're putting on them. I'm curious to see it. I know that 2-3 zone, they'll try to throw it into the nail and try to get some cutters. But the Spurs have been very good even on the weak side. The Knicks picked on the weak side in the fourth quarter of that amazing comeback in Game 4. Adjustments have been a big part of the story here, not just game to game, but in halftimes as well. We've seen the Knicks turn things around the second half of these games. They're certainly going to have to do it again. And that, to me, is the most fascinating thing about right now, is if you're the Knicks now locker room, you were down by 27 points in the last game, and you told yourselves to believe. To me, you're only down by 5 points in this game. You have not played well. They have every reason to believe, because they have applied pressure to this young Spurs team in crunch time. And this young Spurs team has not handled it well for the better part of this series. Keep it close and see if they can handle the pressure, because the Knicks know, they believe when they have the ball and it's a close game late, they know they can close it out.
Alan, depending on the next 24 minutes, yours could be a post-game show unlike any other. Enjoy the second half and enjoy the work afterwards.
Yours as well, Pat, for sure. Thanks
a lot. There's Alan Hahn at the break. The Knicks do trail the Spurs 42-37, but they were down by as many as 16 points and right now are well within striking distance. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson. And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Pat O'Keefe with you at Frostbank Center. Halftime of Game 5. Knicks trailed the Spurs 42-37. Stream Knicks pre- and post-game coverage during the playoffs, plus hours of on-demand content anywhere you go. Download the Gotham Sports app. It's free with your MSG TV subscription. Sign in and start streaming today. So in the first half, Jalen Brunson with 16 points and Mikal Bridges had 8. Josh Hart scored 6 points. 5 of those came on one possession where he scored, hit a free throw, and hit the free throw. The Knicks scored afterwards as the Spurs were assessed with a flagrant foul. But as Alan mentioned, no scoring off the bench for the Knicks so far. On the other side, Victor Wembanyama, 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 block shots in the first half. And that was the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. The Knicks could be 1/2 away from an NBA championship. They trail at the break 42-37 in San Antonio. Tyler and Monica will take you the rest of the way, and I'll be back with you on the post-game show. Enjoy the rest of the game, everyone. I'm Pat.
ZipRecruiter, New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up. For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
It's always sunny with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Sun Cruiser's meant for kicking back with friends. Easy drinking, no guilt, just good times. Refreshing, goes down smooth, and at only 100 calories, Sun Cruiser lets you enjoy the ride. Available in single cans and packs. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Sun Cruiser Beverages, Boston, Mass. All nutritional information based on 12-ounce serving. Please drink responsibly.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours, so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
The second half is about to begin, and it's brought to you by Nissan. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. So take life by the wheel and drive it like you mean it. Visit NissanUSA.com or your local dealer. With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray, and that's the most low-scoring half we've seen all postseason, Monica. 42-37. So if you're a Knicks fan, you're thinking exactly what a gentleman yelled at us right after the first half ended.
Which is what? You heard him?
Only 37 points, and you're only down by 5. You have to feel good about that. What's your take on the situation?
I think every quarter presents a new challenge. What we've seen through this series is a tale of 2 halves in one category or another, whether it's three-point shooting, free throw attempts, rebounding, but it greatly impacts the outcome of the game. I would agree, though, for it to just be a 5-point game, having held the Spurs offense to 42 points in the first half, you're not all too upset about that if you're the New York Knicks. Now, you don't want to repeat the sluggish start offensively of the first quarter, and perhaps this is a group that just needs the first 2 quarters to warm up to avoid that here in the third.
Of course, the Spurs can tell themselves we only shot 34% from the field in the first half, and we're winning this game by 5. Turnovers were a big swing point in the Knicks' favor in that second quarter. Now it's pretty much even in terms of giveaways and points off turnovers. It will be San Antonio ball from left to right to begin the second half. Castle top of the arc, lobs a pass to Wembanyama, or he tried to, but it hit the back rim, and then the whistle, a quick foul, I believe, on Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, that's number 4 on Cat. Only been able to play 15 minutes in the game, and That's going to continue as Mr. Robinson will come in 15 seconds into the third. There's a bit of a push from Cat, but
before Cat reaches back, Wembanyama is pushing off.
Man, I wonder if that's worth challenging. There really isn't much there.
Nope.
The ball's already inbounded. Going to have to be a big third quarter from Mitchell Robinson. He's done it before. Near corner Fox, the catch and shoot three. Too strong, rebound tipped by Wembanyama, but into the hands of Hart. Knicks attacking the basket to our left. Down by 5 after trailing by 16. Anunoby, three from the corner. Front rim miss, rebound Wembanyama. He's got 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Spurs ball. Up 5. Wembanyama, left wing, caught in the air, throws the pass to Castle, who pushed Brunson in the back just to catch the ball to the near side mid-range. And McCall Stephon Castle for his second foul. Knicks will take over.
We came into this one talking a lot about the energy of Victor Wembanyama on 2 days rest. And Stephon Castle has been an interesting case study, if you will, in this one. Offensively, not much of an impact. He has a +3. He has just 2 points. Defensively, he's been consistent. But I wonder where his head is in tonight's contest.
Defending Brunson now on the left side perimeter. Hooks the pass to the foul line for Robinson. Gets it out to the right wing for Bridges. Top of the key, pick and roll with Robinson. Right block Bridges. Pulled over the right hand. Around and in over Wembanyama. Mikal Bridges with 10 points. It's a 3-point game.
Ooh.
Aaron Fox swings it around for Champagnie. Left corner three. Got it over Bridges. Julian Champagnie, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Remember, he started 5 of 6 from downtown in the series before cooling off. Spurs by 6. Robinson left wing. They're giving him all kinds of room. He hands off to Brunson to his left. Pick and roll again. Foul line. Brunson pulls up for a tough 2 and frames it. Around and down with a soft touch. 4-point game.
Mikal Bridges getting going in this one. Remember, the game that the Knicks lost.
Offensive foul is called. It's going to be Julian Champagnie with an illegal screen trying to spring Castle free over midcourt. Call was sold by Hart, and the second offensive foul in the last 3 possessions for San Antonio gives it back to New York.
This is what I was talking about in the first half in terms of the Knicks' aggression matching the aggression of the San Antonio Spurs.
And they find a way to hang around with Karl Anthony Towns sitting with more foul trouble. Bridges will take it across midcourt this time thanks to the help of a Robinson screen. Almost fumbled it near corner. They do get it to Robinson up top, who hands it to Brunson. Matched up with Wembanyama now. Right wing, steps into a 3. Missed it wide right. Rebound Robinson. Out to Brunson at midcourt. Made a tough right-hand catch to keep it alive. 9 on the shot clock now. Pick and pop Anunoby up top. He'll slash to the foul line. Almost lost it. And a fadeaway from the stripe was altered by Wembanyama. He tried to pass out of it, and it's stolen by San Antonio. On the other end, Wembanyama scores and one. He's pushed in the back by Robinson. Wemby beat him down court. It's a 47-41 Spurs lead with a free throw coming. 9:42 remaining in the third.
They're probably going to review this one. Wouldn't surprise me if it is not. It would surprise me if it's not upgraded.
Checking to see if this foul meets criteria for a flagrant foul.
Similar call to what was upgraded when De'Aaron Fox pushed Josh Hart in the back. Also on an and one. We'll take one quick look on our monitors. And similar, but a less forceful push from Mitchell Robinson. It doesn't mean it's not going to be upgraded, but I can't call this the exact same thing. There was no follow-through, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I think the potential for danger is still there. So this will be a swing point here.
Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. Knicks had got it down to a 3-point game on a floater from Mikal Bridges, but Victor Wembanyama came back down with a 3-point play. Knicks just trying to survive with Wembanyama on the floor and Towns off the floor. Those have been tough minutes for them in this series. Here's Scott Foster again.
After review, determined that the foul on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. Mr. Robinson seems to have pushed Wembanyama in the back unnecessarily while he was airborne and prone to injury. Therefore, the bucket will count. Wembanyama will shoot 2 to make it 1, and they will retain possession of the ball.
You nailed it, Monica. Flagrant foul on Mitchell Robinson. Not what the Knicks were hoping for when he came into the game, and with the 4th foul on Karl Anthony Towns. But they don't have many options. They tried Ariel Huck-Porty for 3 minutes off the bench in Game 4. Scoreless with one block shot. Even saw Jeremy Sohan for a spell.
I actually didn't mind the energy of Ariel Huck-Porty in Game 4, but you're right, in a short stint, and I think that's worth noting.
So Wembanyama will get 2 free throws to make one shot. 6-point lead right now. Again, the Knicks have to feel good just to be back within 10 points after trailing by 16 early. At the right side foul line, Wembanyama misses the first. For the Spurs, that's the beauty of the 2 to make one. No harm done as long as he makes the second.
You know, Tyler, there's only been 15 total fast break points in this entire contest. The breakdown is 10-5 in favor of the Spurs. We talked about it a little bit at halftime. Nothing out of the Knicks bench unit yet in this one.
Wembanyama able to hit the second, so they do get the 3-point play and possession. 7-point game. And with 8.5 to go in the second quarter when the Spurs had their 16-point lead. That is still their largest advantage. Far sideline inbound from Vassell to Wembanyama in the corner, marked by Robinson. A hand to Castle at the left wing. Baseline drive on Hart. Sends the pass along the baseline to the other corner for Fox. Now Champagnie, a sidestep three-pointer. Good from the wing. Yet Anunoby stumbling after the ball fake. And it's a 10-point lead for the Spurs on a 6-point possession.
The Knicks have run out at Champagnie out of control a couple of times. He's not a guy that's really going to put the ball on the floor, so what about closing out short and just contesting from front?
Brunson driving to the dotted line, reach and foul on Stephon Castle from behind. That's 3 fouls on Castle, which could be another swing point in this game, but if the Spurs are able to win it, right down this moment, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third. It was a 4-point game, but then that 6-point possession on the flagrant foul brought it to a 10-point lead.
Jalen Brunson is saying that he was shooting, and I thought he was as well, but it looks like the officials are going to give a side out of bounds here to the Knicks.
Brunson has only taken 2 free throws in the game so far. Both teams have had 7 shots from the stripe. Brunson, top of the arc, right elbow, bounce pass to Hart on the far corner. Drives, kicks, Anunoby up top. He'll slash to the elbow, finds Bridges, left corner 3, short. Good contest from De'Aaron Fox. Those Spurs ball up 10. 3 minutes gone by in the third. Wembanyama, right wing, spins toward the paint. Dotted line pull-up jumper is pure over both Robinson and Anunoby. 12 points in Antonio Lee. Brunson now. Left wing to the foul line. Dips the pass right corner. Bridges a 3. That one's good. He rattled it in after missing his last 3. A big one there for Bridges. And it's back to a 53-44 game.
13 points for Bridges. Remember, he had just 2 in the loss at the Garden in Game 3. He's been an important part of this postseason run.
Wembanyama straight on 3. Front rim, no. Good contest from Robinson. Wembanyama 1 of 4 from downtown. Knicks ball down 9. 8:15 left in the third quarter. Brunson at the right point. Defended by Champagnie. Brunson takes him to the foul line, pulls up for a charity stripe jump shot, and that one's pure. 20 points in 24 minutes for Brunson. It's a 7-point game.
This Knicks defense has got to continue to be as physical with Victor Wembanyama as possible.
Vassell in the far corner, slashing to the rim, trying to throw an alley-oop for Wembanyama. He caught it, but got bumped off the spot by Anunoby. He'll call the foul, and it's the third on OG. So both he and Karl Anthony Towns in significant foul trouble here. 7:48 left in the third.
So what will help that is because the Spurs are very clearly trying to get a hard pick and roll, right? Trying to find Victor Wembanyama at the rim. The person guarding the dribble drive has to do a little bit of a better job if they can of obstructing vision, of being more bothersome so that that pass is not as easy.
Ariel Huck-Porty will come into the game for Mitchell Robinson.
An important stretch to buy the Knicks some time as Victor Wembanyama goes to the bench. So you got Huck-Porty and Cornette as your 5, respectively.
Inbound comes to Harper. 53-46 Spurs. 7:45 left in the third. Harper rising to the rim. He got a clean pass along the near side lane line for a wide open layup and a 9-point lead.
The Knicks got to do a better job of communicating on how they want to defend that screen action. It was a stagger, but nobody really moved, and OG Anunoby was in a terrible position.
He had to be a little careful with his third foul, having just been picked up. Bridges foul line. Anunoby near corner. Pump fake. Side step. Then he got blocked on the 3 by Vassell. Out of bounds to the near sideline. A tenacious defense from Devin Vassell looked like he was out of the play. Anunoby, after a playoff career-high 33 points in Game 4, is 1 of 7 tonight.
So the flyby in the corner, that's one of the things that make that play different. OG Anunoby has flown by Champagnie and landed a few steps behind him, so he couldn't recover. Vassell flew by, but was still laterally next to OG Anunoby, so he got back to that recovery.
Knicks want to go small here with no Wembanyama. Hukporti out, Shamet in, so Anunoby is playing center. From the near corner sideline, it's inbound by Bridges. He gets it to Shamet at the left block. 4 to shoot. Up top for Hart. Hands to Brunson. 2 on the shot clock left wing. Knifing inside, and a left-hand scoop shot is good off glass. 55-48 to score. San Antonio to the front court right. Harper dribbles toward the left wing, swinging around to Champagnie in the near corner for a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound Hart. Knicks going small, and that means they can run. From right to left comes Hart. Bounce past Shamet, left wing. Hesitates. Back to Hart at the foul line. Hands to Brunson. Top of the key. A straight on 3. Missed it. Too strong. Rebound almost came back to Brunson at the stripe, but tipped out of his grasp. Well, San Antonio ball. Up 7. Harper driving on a Hart. Left side. Missed the layup. A rare moment where Dylan Harper could not finish at the cup. Anunoby full head of steam, right side, net by 2, scores anyway. A tough right-hand layup over Castle and Cornette. It's a 5-point game.
Wow, what a take by OG Anunoby. Could have argued that there was a whistle there. We got a timeout on the floor. The Knicks have now cut this thing to a 2-possession ball game in the absence of Victor Wembanyama.
Right back to where we were at halftime. Knicks only down 5 after trailing by 16 early in the second quarter. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plans. Only at Verizon. San Antonio 55, New York 50. The Larry O'Brien Trophy is in the building with the Knicks leading the NBA Finals 3-1. But it'll have to be yet another double-digit comeback if they want to make history. 6:27 left in the third quarter. Knicks down 5. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Come on, ref, end the game.
What's the rush? We're winning!
And we're going to keep winning if we get to the Nissan Summer Sales event.
What?
The event where you can score great savings on a new Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Can it hold up 10 minutes?
Oh, sure. You think the #1 brand of new vehicle quality by J.D. Power is just going to wait for you?
I get it, but we waited years for this match.
But look at these incentives.
Wait, are you serious? Come on, ref! Blow the whistle! Blow the whistle!
The whistle is blowing on these savings.
Hurry in and bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, Murano, Pathfinder, or Frontier, excluding S-Trim. For J.D. Power 2025 USIQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1667 per month per thousand finance. Frontier S-Trim 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1748 per month per thousand finance. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N63026.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON or visit a Verizon store now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply. Offer ends July 29th, 2026.
55-50. Spurs have a 5-point lead with 6:27 remaining in the third quarter, and Victor Wembanyama will come back to the court after the Knicks have played about a minute of small ball. They still do have 5 non-bigs on the floor. How quickly will they have to change that? Their tallest player is Mikal Bridges, 6'6".
Just what I'm saying, non-bigs and no OG Anunoby, so we'll see how long this lineup lasts.
Spurs ball up 5. Josh Hart defending Victor Wembanyama. Harper pulls up for a left elbow jumper and drains it over McBride. 7-point San Antonio lead.
Harper was 15 in this one, 6 of 9 from the floor. He's only 1 of 2 from the three-point line, but his damage continues to be done in the paint, or as that one is just outside of the paint, but inside the three-point line.
Brunson across midcourt despite the pressure of Harper. McBride in the near corner. Baseline drive. Bridges, other corner. Swinging around to Shamet. Top of the key. Hesitates. Finds Hart right wing, but he's defended by Wembanyama. Hands to Shamet. Right wing triple. In and out. Rebound Wemby. 5:48 to go in this third quarter. Spurs ball up 7. They predictably wanted to get to Wembanyama inside. Defended by the foot shorter Bridges, and he hits an easy layup. And Mike Brown's looking down the bench. He will bring in Mr. Robinson.
This lineup, you knew this lineup was not going to last very long, and guys got to go ahead and shoot the ball.
Brunson will, top of the key, buries the three. He got upended by Harper, and he is hurt. Brunson landed on Harper's foot. There was no call. Brunson able to get up, hobbling back down court. Vassell nails a three on the opposite wing, and the Knicks need timeout. They are furious that was not called. Brunson more fired up than I've seen him all year, right in the face of Tyler Ford. It is a 9-point game, but perhaps Brunson should have had a free throw and possession, and that three-pointer would have never happened from Devin Vassell. But a timeout from New York, 5:18 to go in the third. It's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
The Knicks have to remain composed. They've got to remain composed. I completely understand the frustration of that moment, but you don't want to compound the issue with any technical fouls, as everybody has gone to their huddles and is allowing Coach Mike Brown to have the conversation with Scott Foster.
5:18 left. Third quarter, game 5. San Antonio up by 9 after the Knicks had trimmed it down to 5 at halftime. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plans. Only at Verizon. Knicks down 9, 5:18 left in quarter number 3. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Summer's a gift of days that last a little longer, a brighter state of mind. So get yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. The specially tagged vehicles including the Sorento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Wild Turkey Bourbon master distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So
So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Knicks fall down 9 with 5:18 remaining in the third. And part of the reason New York was so upset there was no foul called on the landing area of Brunson landing on a spur foot. It was Victor Wembanyama's gigantic sneakers. That could have been a flagrant foul, which would have been the fourth on Wembanyama, which means a suspension if there is a Game 6. Now, as a kick ball out of bounds, we'll keep the ball with the Knicks as they attack the basket to our left. They can, as we found out, review flagrant fouls.
They're not going to do that. I mean, they're not going to sign that to him, like, whatever.
It'll be a wild move. But by the book, it will be the correct move. Knicks hoping they won't even have to worry about that. They can win this game, as they've done 3 out of 4 times in this series. Brunson, top of the key, driving on Fox, left elbow, spins, pump fakes, Fox not biting. Out to Bridges on the wing. He caught it, fell down, apparently got pushed by Harper, no whistle, and they will tie it up, and a jump ball coming. Mikal Bridges doesn't usually fall down for nothing.
Yeah,
but
what in the world?
only 1 foul in the quarter called against San Antonio, 3 against the Knicks, with 4:53 left in the third.
Harper swipes Bridges in the face here, so he wanted that call. Scott Harper right next to him on the play missed the contact. Scott Foster, excuse me.
At the foul line left, here comes the jump ball, just 2 to shoot for the Knicks. Ball is tipped, Shamet has it, right side mid-range, has to launch a grenade, front rim miss. It was Vassell right in his face. San Antonio ball from left to right. Harper, Fox, Vassell, Johnson, and Wembanyama. Towns still on the bench for New York with his 4 fouls. Fox now on the far wing, sends a pass to the opposite perimeter for a triple, and Dylan Harper connects. He is 2 of 3 from downtown, and he's given San Antonio a 12-point lead. 4:20 left, third quarter. Knicks need an answer. Brunson to the right elbow on Vassell, double team, now triple team. Tied up by Harper, fell down, and they call a jump ball. Dylan Harper fired up. He got the 3, and then he got the tie-up, and he will more than likely win this jump ball against Jalen Brunson as Jordan Clarkson's coming in for Landry Shamet.
The Knicks are in a tricky position here. Now, the substitution, bringing Clarkson on the floor, is to help create more options for the Knicks. I was just about to say, they're in a tricky position. It did seem like Jalen Brunson dribbled right into the teeth of the defense, but no one else has really gotten north or south. Everybody else is playing east or west.
Harper tipped it to Robinson, who got it back up top to Brunson. So 9 on the shot clock. Knicks still have it down by 12. Brunson working on Harper to the right elbow. Stops, turns, double team, shoot anyway, and front rim miss. Batted around by both Wembanyama and Robinson. Robinson couldn't tear it down, but he was fouled. Keldon Johnson came over the top. We'll see who they signal the foul on. Yes, it is Keldon Johnson. And again, we mentioned the lack of foul calls against San Antonio. That's good news for the Knicks. Just their second foul, so no free throws for Robinson.
Who is going to have the stamina down the stretch? The physicality of this ball game is going to take a toll. For the Knicks, you look at Jalen Brunson immediately. And, of course, for the Spurs, you look at Victor Wembanyama. His running mate, Stephon Castle, has not had one of his typical games. But perhaps could those fouls be a silver lining thing for Castle, because he's going to be well-rested as he now enters back into this basketball game.
Champagny, Castle, Harper, Johnson, and Wembanyama. Knicks have Brunson, Clarkson, as Harper hip checks Brunson, who was trying to dribble around to the far sideline, and they'll call the third foul on San Antonio. Harper picks up his first. Now this could be an excuse to get away with physical play while racking up the foul count so you can hack a Mitch for the rest of the quarter. Brunson went down hard.
We got OG Anunoby and Keldon Johnson in a little bit of a shoving match here. Just a small one. James Capers is over there telling the 2 of them to relax.
Brunson inbound for the far sideline. He's got Clarkson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson on the court. Inbound comes to the far corner for Anunoby. He got fouled on the catch by Johnson, who picked up his second foul, but now they can hack a Mitch. Knicks no longer have a foul to give. Rick Brunson seems to realize that on the Knicks bench. He was 40 to come into the game. Now he changed his mind and says Josh Hart instead. So they want to go small again with Anunoby matched up with Wembanyama. Robinson will come out of the game. A preemptive strike from New York's coaching staff. Down 12, 3:57 left in the third. And now keep that physical play going from San Antonio, and a consistent whistle. It's going to mean free throws for the guys. The Knicks one on the line. Brunson off the inbound. Hounded by Harper near midcourt. Screen from Hart. Passes left for Bridges. Back to a cutting Hart. Tough catch underneath. Hands to Clarkson. Trying to find Anunoby in the corner. Stolen momentarily by Wembanyama. Comes back to Anunoby. Still attacks the rim. Missed the layup. Tipped around and out by Wembanyama. He'll bring it to the front court. Johnson on the move inside. Pass underneath. Harper got blocked for the foul. Josh Hart met him at the rim. And Dylan Harper will get 2 free throws. Jalen Brunson tried to draw a charge. That's not the call. And with a 12-point lead, San Antonio gets to the line. 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Josh Hart just with his second, so that's solid. I will say this, Jordan Clarkson, you are in the game to create. If you in the paint, look toward the rim. I understand the idea he thought looking out to that three-point line, but you are in the basketball game to create and to score.
They're chanting Dylan Harper's name here in San Antonio. They look for an instant like Mike Brown wanted to challenge and try to get a charge called against San Antonio, but they decide not to, and Harper will get 2 free throws. He has a team-high 18 points in 19 minutes at the age of 20.
He's the guy that folks have been clamoring to see more of in this series based on his productivity in the minutes that he's played.
Apparently, the rookie wall does not exist for the Franklin Lakes, New Jersey native and the former Rutgers standout, but he misses the first free throw. 3:35 left in the third quarter, and Luke Cornett comes in for Victor Wembanyama. How much of a dent can the Knicks put in this 13-point deficit as Harper gets the free throw? Their largest lead is 16. Now it's back to 6:53. Bridges left wing, bounce pass to Hart of the foul line, out to Anunoby right wing. Couldn't drive past Johnston, so takes the 3, misses from the angle. Rebound Castle. Knicks are not getting good shots lately. Shooting 33% from the field. Harper, a baseline drive near side, hangs in the air, missed the layup, got his own rebound, put back is good. It's a 15-point lead.
For as good as OG Anunoby was from the three-point line in Game 4, it feels like he's settling a bit for those threes today.
Yeah, 1 for 5 tonight, 2 for 10 from the field. Brunson is fouled at midcourt by Harper. Brunson lost his dribble, was about to fall into the backcourt, and Harper tried to gently guide him across the timeline, and Scott Foster was there to make the call.
It's a very creative way of laying that out, Tyler.
2 fouls on Harper. Brunson will get his second trip to the free throw line on a game where he's been beat up from the opening tip. 15-point deficit is what the Knicks were facing at the start of the fourth quarter in Game 4. But it felt a whole lot different then because famously they were down by 29 earlier in the third. Right now they're down 15, but it feels like they have to chip away soon. And Brunson will with a free throw. He's got 26 points. 16 at the half, so 10 thus far in the third. Mikal Bridges will come out. The Knicks are going small again with Cornett at center. Even though he's a 7-footer, he's not a 7.5-footer. So they go Brunson, Hart, McBride, Clarkson, and Anunoby. Brunson gets a pair, and he's needed a soft touch for both of those to drop.
So Deuce McBride is back on the floor for both defense and to help pick up the speed of this one. The Knicks continue with their small lineup. Cornett at the 5 for the Spurs. Oh, boy.
And Anunoby got called for a foul on Johnson cutting across the foul line. And that is the 4th foul on Anunoby. 13-point lead for the Spurs. 2:41 left in the third. And that's the 5th foul on the Knicks. So free throws for Keldon Johnson. Although he has not had a good postseason from the line. He was almost 80% during his 6-man of the year campaign, but just 59% in the playoffs. First shot is perfect. What do you know? 69-55, Spurs by 14. Dylan Harper coming out to a nice ovation. 21 points behind only Jalen Brunson's 27 in the race for the game high.
So OG Anunoby, as he picked up his 4th foul, he's been averaging just under 24, 4 rebounds, 1 assist on 58% from the field. Tonight he's stuck on 7.
Johnson misses the second short, but the rebound controlled by Champagnie. Josh Hart fell down, hurt his right arm, it looked like. Johnson driving, alley-oop Cornet, blocked at the rim by Huck Porty. Ariel Huck Porty flying in for the rejection. Near corner, Clarkson catch and shoot 3, short. Knicks are 9 of 29 from downtown. That is 31%. Spurs ball up 14. 2.5 left, third quarter. Castle knifing inside and a reach-in foul on McBride. That'll send Castle to the free throw line, where he has been automatic in the finals. 2:25 left, third quarter. 69-55 San Antonio. That's right, the Knicks have just 55 points in the final minutes of the third.
You mentioned the Knicks from 3 struggling so far tonight. 9 of 29, but when you look at the bench, they are 0 for 6 on three-point attempts from this bench unit in particular.
Castle misses the first short. And Shamet has gone cold all of a sudden. He's 1 for his last 11 in the series from 3.
Yeah, 11 is the number, 0 for 11 from the entire bench squad as well. So it's going to be a very interesting next 2:25 and, of course, start to the fourth quarter for these New York Knicks.
It doesn't have to be the same guys off the bench every night, as we learned in Game 4 when Jose Alvarado took over with a plus 17 in the fourth quarter. Maybe Huck Porty can continue to have an impact. Just had a huge block on what looked like a guaranteed bucket for Cornet. Castle gets the second. 15-point San Antonio lead. They are a plus 10 since halftime. On a 15-5 score, and when it's all happened in the last few minutes. Brunson lobs a pass to the right wing for Hart. Now back to Brunson at the left point. Hart again on the other side. Dribbles to the foul line, hands to Huck Porty. Looking to get rid of it, back to Hart at the near side hash mark. Off the dribble, left wing 3. It's good for Josh Hart. Maybe the toughest shot the Knicks have made tonight, and Hart makes it a 12-point game.
His second 3 of the night, just staying in it. They continue to get deep into that shot clock. They're just going to have to be aggressive.
Final 2 minutes, third quarter. Fox, left corner, passes to the wing for Champagnie. He back rim to 3. Rebound Wembanyama climbing all over Huck Porty's back, but then he throws it away to Brunson, top of the arc, looking for Champagnie. Brunson to the foul line. Rip through move, lefty layup, no. Rebound Huck Porty, out to McBride, right corner. He'll drive to the mid-range, up top Clarkson, flashing to the rim, a lefty layup, blocked by Wembanyama, out of bounds, 11 to shoot, and 91 to play. Third quarter, Knicks down 12. Offensive rebound, though, from Huck Porty, kept his possession alive.
The D-style is not something we see frequently from Jordan Clarkson's game, but you wonder if that would have given him a chance to cause the defenders to be a little bit offbeat and give that shot more of a chance.
Brunson breathing hard, hands on his hips. 31 minutes played so far. 27 points to lead all scorers. And he's done it efficiently. Inbound McBride, left corner. Pops the pass out to Huck Porty, left wing. Hands to Brunson, pick and roll. Brunson takes his 3. Got hit from behind by Harper. The shot missed too strong. But Jalen Brunson, maybe atoning for the should-be flagrant foul that was missed on Victor Wembanyama, will get 3 foul shots. And Dylan Harper, who's been unstoppable in the second half, picks up his 3rd foul.
This is what, again, there's small moments where the Knicks are really, really aggressive. How hard you come off that screen. Although Ariel Huck Porty has to be careful, because his screening wasn't exactly sound. He's fortunate not to get whistled on that play.
At the basket to our left, Brunson will take the first of 3, and it swishes through. 11-point game. 28 for Brunson. If he scores 32 or more tonight, he will be averaging 30 points in the NBA Finals. It's only been done by 16 players in NBA history. And yes, they're all Hall of Famers. Brunson hits again. 10-point game. We have not seen Karl Anthony Towns for basically the entire quarter. He picked up his 4th foul 15 seconds into the 3rd.
Now, similar to what we saw in Game 4, but when he did come back in the ball game, he was outstanding, particularly on the board.
Brunson get a nice breather at the line here. He'll take his 3rd, and he gets all 3. It's another 30-point game in the playoffs for Jalen Brunson. He's now done it 30 times in orange and blue. He's made it a 9-point game. Fox to the foul line, leans in for a floater. Perfect. as Hart couldn't catch him from behind. 11-point San Antonio lead, 1:10 remaining.
As our second quarter guest, Walt Clyde Frazier, would say, matador defense from the Knicks on that possession.
Brunson right side, bounce pass and try to right corner three, short again. Rebound Harper.
The Knicks bench is just not at it to contribute tonight.
Harper drives around Clarkson, got poked away from behind, but it goes right to Fox in the left corner. He'll drive to set up Harper for a left corner three, very short. Brunson tips the rebound away from Fox, and Robinson gets it back to his captain. Brunson with speed, left point, bounce pass Clarkson of the near side wing to the dotted line, a right-hand floater, front rim, back rim, in. Jordan Clarkson's on the board. It's a 9-point game, 39.5 seconds left before the fourth quarter.
First bench point of this contest for the New York Knicks.
Wow. Spurs have 25, most of them from Dylan Harper. He's got the ball again. Driving kick, Fox, left corner, wide open three. Short, rebound Robinson. And only 2 seconds separating shot in game clock, so not the most efficient 2-for-1 there from San Antonio. Knicks ball down 9, 13 to shoot, 15 to play. Brunson has Vassell on him at midcourt. Drives to the top of the key, keeps going to the foul line, hops up to the dotted line, couple of pump fakes, fadeaway jumper, in and out, tipped in by Robinson. Big tip from Big Mitch with 4.1 to go. Wembanyama, half-court heave at the buzzer, air ball. Somehow, some way, from 16 down in the second and 15 down in the third, the Knicks are once again within striking distance. It's a 7-point game with 12 minutes separating them from basketball immortality. 72-65 San Antonio.
These teams have different relationships with fourth quarter basketball based on the first 4 games of this series. The Knicks have been comfortable in this position, finding a way to ultimately be the last team with the most points on the board. The Spurs are guarding against what would be considered a collapse in this one, having had a lot of conversations after Game 4 about adjustments and corrections that could be made from the coaching staff on down. How will things play out as Larry O'Brien is on the line?
72-65 San Antonio. The fourth quarter of Game 5 in the NBA Finals is next. If the Knicks win this quarter by 8 points or more, they'll be champions. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today. The NBA Finals are in full swing, and the intensity isn't letting up. And with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, your winnings get a boost every single day, all finals long. Bet player props, bet live, from the opening tip to the final possession. Every moment matters, and DraftKings Sportsbook keeps you boosting all the way through. All DraftKings customers can enjoy a profit boost every single day throughout the finals. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WHSQ to claim your profit boost. That's code WHSQ to get a boost every day of the NBA Finals. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. One profit boost per customer per day. NBA playoff bets only. Bet restrictions apply and vary when offered. Max bet and boost vary. Boost only applies to winnings and expires at the end of the last NBA game each day. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? Thrival Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, Thrival offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a Thrival location near you. Find out more at thrivalinfusion.com. That's thrivalinfusion.com, saving lives drip by drip.
Fourth quarter, Game 5. 3-1 series lead for the Knicks. They're down by 7. Towns back into the game after 4 fouls. Took him out of the entire third quarter. Josh Hart, right corner, driving kick. Alvarado up top, 4 to shoot, foul line. Sends it left for Jordan Clarkson. He'll take a 3. Missed it off the front rim. Hart crashing in for the rebound. Took it away from Vassell. New possession. Alvarado out high. Towns left point. Pump fakes and drives on Wembanyama toward the rim, and then he tossed it out of bounds. He wanted Clarkson in the corner, but Clarkson was crashing the boards. And the Knicks give it away on their first possession of what could be a championship-defining fourth quarter.
So, quick reset as we started the fourth. Both teams, had given up 16 points off of turnovers. The Knicks had 10, and the Spurs had 11, respectively.
Alvarado was lurking, hoping for some grand steps, but he went spiraling out of the way, and the ball was tipped out of bounds off of New York. Knicks have done such a great job cleaning up their turnovers after having 7 in the first quarter. That's just their 4th set. Spurs ball up 7. Wembanyama on the floor for San Antonio. Castle dotted line, sends a pass to the far corner for Keldon Johnson, and he drills the 3. Keldon Johnson has not had a good series. That is by far his biggest shot of the finals. He's given San Antonio a 10-point lead. Alvarado slipping inside, kicks it to the corner for Bridges, and Josh Hart will have to take a right wing 3. He nailed it. Big answer from Josh Hart. It's right back to a 7-point game.
Seesawing obviously won't do. This Knicks defense is going to have to figure out a way to tighten up.
Oh, third three-pointer from Hart. Vassell, a left wing 3. Back rim, no. Rebound. Johnson took it away from Bridges. Up top, Castle. Passes to his left for Vassell. Pump fake, drive, baseline. Wembanyama, right-hand dunk. Towns had to let him go. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, business decision on the part of Karl Anthony Towns, and while it's energizing, it's just 2 points. This is obviously the customary time where Jalen Brunson gets a little bit of a breather. Can the Knicks stay attacked in his absence?
Down by 9. Josh Hart, right point, left-hand dribble, out top of the key, looking for a handoff to Clarkson. Clarkson asking for it. Hart will take it himself to the right elbow, then got stripped by Vassell, and then as it came to Johnson, it was tipped out of his grasp by Clarkson. But then they say no possession for Johnson, and the shot clock expired on the Knicks in the meantime, so a shot clock violation.
Sure looked like Keldon Johnson had the ball to me.
So, Spurs ball. 10:08 to go in the fourth. Monica told you this is usually rest time for Jalen Brunson. Well, it's winning time. He's going to come into the game next whistle, and he will play at least 43 minutes in this game. You have to figure. Castle at the left point sends it to his left for Vassell. Up top again for Castle. Sets the screen on the left on Shamet. Shamet fights through it. Wembanyama rolls through to the foul line. They throw him an alley-oop pass, and he couldn't tip it in. Second try wouldn't go either. Wembanyama frustrated that he couldn't finish. Hart on the move, almost lost the top of the key. And picked up his dribble, bounced pass to the right side for Towns. Hounded by Wembanyama. Driving to the paint, near corner Alvarado. Reset with Hart up top. Now Bridges right wing. Couldn't drive past Castle. Hands to Shamet for a right angle 3 that he buries. Big 3 for Landry Shamet. He was 1 for his last 11. He just made it a 6-point game.
To get off of the slide, shooters got to shoot to get high, and shooters got to shoot to stay high.
Castle left side arc, defended by Shamet. To the other side wing, it's Vassell for 3. Rainbowed in. Devin Vassell, second three-pointer. It's a 9-point Spurs lead again. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth.
The three-point variance in this series has really been something to watch, although the Knicks are shooting about the same.
Alvarado got to the rim around Fox but missed the layup. Perhaps affected by the late contest from Wembanyama. Castle underneath, fouled by a Hart on his way to the hoop. And Stephon Castle will get free throws. Hart asking for a challenge. 8:51 left in the fourth quarter. Stephon Castle can make this a double-digit lead at the free throw line.
Both teams shooting exactly 35.3% from the three-point line. Luke Cornett set to come in for Victor Wembanyama. Remember, managing Wembanyama's minutes, a key point of emphasis coming into this one, and it does in fact look like the Knicks are going to challenge.
You're right about the three-point numbers. The teams are exactly 12 of 34 from downtown, which is remarkable, the fact that the Knicks have caught up to the Spurs after a horrendous start. Time now for Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. The Knicks have scored just 18 points inside, and they've allowed 32, one of the more lopsided paint battles that's favored the Spurs in the series. That was Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month, forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Trying to get a look at the replay here at Frostbank Center. We might as well just take the break while they take a look. Knicks down 9, hoping to get the ball back. If it's an unsuccessful challenge, it'll be 2 free throws for Castle with 8:51 remaining in Game 5. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives. Just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing. Which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
It's always sunny with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Sun Cruiser's meant for kicking back with friends. Easy drinking, no guilt, just good times. Refreshing, goes down smooth, and at only 100 calories, Sun Cruiser lets you enjoy the ride. Available in single cans and packs. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Sun Cruiser Beverages, Boston, Mass. All nutritional information based on all about serving. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer. Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
8:51 to go in the fourth quarter, and an unsuccessful challenge in a rare moment for the Knicks. They said Hart got a piece of the ball, but then followed through and hit Castle's arm, so 2 free throws to make it a 10 or 11-point game. Now, we've been told by NBA officials that if you knock the ball free, you're allowed to come down on the follow-through naturally and hit the player's arms and not be called for a foul. So I suppose Hart didn't knock it away cleanly. It was maybe still loose in Castle's hands. Either way, a tough result for the Knicks as Castle misses the first free throw. Stays a 9-point game.
Rasheed Wallace was just our guest on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony and Kazim Damiouda. In honor of Rasheed. A little ball don't lie.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he have a famous quote about situations
Something
like this?
like that, yeah.
Such an automatic free throw shooter, Stephon Castle, especially in the playoffs, but he has missed 2 tonight. At the foul line to our right, he gets the second, and it's a 10-point game, 81-71. Knicks have trailed by as many as 15 in this second half. 8:43 to go. Fans rising to their feet here. Half Knicks, half Spurs. Shamet on the right side. He'll drive on Champagnie all the way to the rim, and a right-hand layup. He snuck it in, laid it awkwardly, though, on his right leg. Shamet is hurt. Knicks may need to foul. Shamet able to hobble his way back down court, and Harper to the rim, and he rolls in a left-hand layup. Shamet is running through it. I don't know if he hyperextended his leg in some way, but an awkward-looking fall. 10-point game again.
It was such a great take on his part. You hate that it ended that way.
Towns left wing. Marked by Wembanyama. They tried that backdoor Anunoby cut. Couldn't get it to him. Brunson to the foul line. Finds Shamet. Right corner. Catch and shoot three. Too strong. Harper the rebound. Shamet still not running well. Hart signaling for the Knicks to foul intentionally so they can get Hart into the game and Shamet out. And that's what they'll do. So 7:54 left. Spurs ball up by 10. And Landry Shamet is not right.
Oh, he's fought so diligently through his career, through various injuries. You hope that's something that he's going to be able to go to the back, walk off, shake off, massage off, and not something major.
It's like his right leg got caught up underneath his body, so bent awkwardly back with his knee. Spurs ball. From left to right, Harper, baseline drive on Towns, sends it to Champagnie in the opposite corner. Alley-oop toward Wembanyama, tipped away by Anunoby. Hard on the move, Knicks ball down 10, 7:44 to go. Brunson left wing, pump fake to three, leaned into Castle off balance, and he's able to draw the foul. Scott Foster shows 3 fingers. That means Brunson kept his foot behind the line on the shot attempt. So 3 free throws for the Knicks captain.
That is also the 4th on Stephon Castle in tonight's game.
Wow. Again, that was a turning point from Wednesday.
But talk about the athleticism by OG Anunoby on that one. Knowing that that ball is going up top to Victor Wembanyama, he accelerates to get upstairs and come up with the steal.
Brunson's first foul shot, missed. Off the front rim. Playing a little more in this game than usual. 34 minutes tonight. And still 7:43 remaining. Gonna have to dig deep here. Of course, the Knicks have the mindset that they've got all off-season to rest. The Spurs think we've got 2 more days to rest before Game 6 on Tuesday.
A departure from what has allowed the Knicks to be so successful in this postseason. Just 3 of their starters in double figures. Anunoby stuck on 7, and Towns with just 2, having only played 19 minutes in this contest. He does, however, have 9 rebounds.
Brunson hits the second and the third as well. 83-75 San Antonio. 7:40 left in Game 5. Castle stays out there with his 4 fouls. He's 0 for 7 from the field. He'll take it toward the left elbow. Now Wembanyama at that same spot after Castle vacates. Faces up on Towns. Dribble to the right hand. Foul line fadeaway jumper. Front rim, no. Knicks will settle for that shot if Wembanyama's willing to take it.
Yeah, these are similar to the shots that the Spurs settled for in the 4th in the Garden.
Brunson hesitates, drives on the left side lane, and banks in a lefty layup. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Here come the New York Knicks. They're down by 6 with 7:14 to go in the 4th quarter.
Paint scoring for the Knicks. Trying to get some easy ones in the paint. They are minus 12 in that category so far, but if Jalen Brunson can get going there, and he's obviously done a great job of drawing fouls, can he lead the way for his team to follow? It's going to be imperative that the defense stay connected as the Spurs are going to come back with the ball after this timeout.
34 points for Brunson. 4 away from matching Willis Reed's franchise finals record. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plans. Only at Verizon. San Antonio 83. New York 77. 7 minutes and 14 seconds remain in what could be the final game of the season. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Summer's a gift of days that last a little longer, a brighter state of mind. So get yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals continue on ABC.
If you think a new central air conditioning system is out of your budget, think again. Sloman's is here to change the game with their preseason super sale. They're now offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2026 refrigerant-compliant R45-4B systems, expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right. Get started with zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 18 months. Plus, they're including a comprehensive service plan for 5 years, including annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Call Sloman's today at 516-932-7000 for your free estimate. But hurry, these cool savings won't last. That's 516-932-7000 or visit ac.slomans.com. 18-month promo period, no payment, no interest, and no down payment offer. The offer is available through a third-party bank. On approved credit, interest is waived if loan is repaid in full during the same as cash period. Terms and conditions apply. Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON or visit a Verizon store now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay Mobile Plus Home and bonus discount, enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply. Offer ends July 29, 2026.
Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Johnson. And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Spurs ball up 6. Final 7 minutes of Game 5. Knicks with a 3-1 series lead, looking to close this thing out on the road, which they've done in every playoff series so far. Castle pull up, foul line fadeaway, missed it short. Rebound tipped by Wembanyama, and a foul by Wembanyama. That's number 3. Karl Anthony Towns outworks him on the glass, and the Knicks will take over down by 6.
So far in this series, this has been the time where the Knicks begin to accelerate. I see a few nervous applauses on the Spurs side trying to encourage one another. And we talked about this coming into the game, Tyler. You've got two teams that have different self-fulfilling prophecies, if you will, or they have history that leads to such prophecy. The Knicks being able to perform late, the Spurs, not as much over the course of the 4 games we've witnessed so far.
Nothing like nervous clapping from the bench. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. So you put your hands together as hard and as often as you can. Knicks ball from right to left. 6:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Brunson matched up with Wembanyama left side, crossed him over, took him inside, pump fake, right hand layup, banked it in. What a finish from Jalen Brunson. He's got 36 points. It's a 4-point game.
Could have very well been an and one possession, in fact, for Jalen Brunson with a foul on Victor Wembanyama.
De'Aaron Fox, top of the arc, spins around. Champagny, left wing, pump fake, foul line, strip, got it back. Towns got a hand on it, dives on the ground and tips it ahead to Brunson. He got rid of it to Hart. What a play from the Knicks defense. Starting 5 on the floor for New York. They're down by 4. Brunson right side. Screen on the left from Towns. Passes left for Hart. Back to Brunson at midcourt. Towns right wing. Driving forward, Harper steps back. Right wing triple in the air. Missed it off the right side rim, and Wembanyama gets the rebound. Towns just 2 points tonight because of foul trouble. That was his first 3-point attempt. 5:38 to go. And the Knicks pull off a 4th double-digit comeback of the NBA Finals. Offensive foul, Victor Wembanyama. Caught a pass on the left wing, lowered his shoulder into Josh Hart. He just picked up his 4th personal, and the Spurs turned it over for the 14th time. Will there be a challenge here from Mitch Johnson? 83-79 the score. Spurs in front. 5.5 remaining in Game 5, and the green light is on. San Antonio will challenge. Are they going to say Towns?
We're not going to call it Towns going on the floor.
I think they're going to say Towns pushed Wembanyama into Josh Hart, which would be the third time in the last 2 games that Mitch Johnson has overturned a Wembanyama foul into a Towns foul. We're getting a look here. There's a little shove from Towns, not a whole lot, but it's part of what led to the contact on Hart.
Based on what we've seen in this series, it wouldn't surprise me if you are correct. I don't know that I buy that foul or that contact warrants a foul.
The Knicks have found a way to survive without Karl Anthony Towns. He's played 21 minutes. He's been so dominant on the glass, but largely neutralized elsewhere. So the defense continues to be perhaps the most inspiring part of his game. He's got 2 steals and a block and a whole lot of other plays that haven't shown up in the box score. So, if you assume the call goes San Antonio's way, and it has gone their way an awful lot in these playoffs, and that's not narratives or ref bias. These are replay reviews. They get the call right. They take their time, and here's Scott Foster. He's explaining it to the scorer's table, and now he'll explain it to us.
After review, it's been determined that prior to the offensive foul called on Wembanyama, Towns 2-hand shoved him into that action. Therefore, a defensive foul has been put on Towns. This is a successful challenge. This is their second challenge. Therefore, a timeout will be charged, and they will not be able to challenge subsequent plays.
And the Knicks no longer have a foul to give. 5:31 left in the fourth quarter, and at this stage in the game, either you want Towns out there or you don't. Not enough time left to try to play it safe. He's talking to Tyler Ford, Karl Anthony Towns. It is Mitchell Robinson who comes out to the floor. He'll cover Victor Wembanyama. And the other 4 Knicks on the floor are the starters. San Antonio ball up 4. They go from left to right late in the fourth quarter. Wemby out high, defended by Robinson. Looking for a handoff to Fox. He'll get it. Speed toward the foul line. Pull-up jumper around and out. Rebound batted around. It comes to Brunson at the charity stripe.
Outstanding blockout by the Knicks as a collective.
Brunson with force. Drives inside and draws a foul on a left-hand layup. Champagnie picks up number 3. And Jalen Brunson can make this a 1-possession game at the free throw line. 5:18 remaining.
Forcing the issue, getting this Spurs defense on their heels as JV continues to find his way into the paint.
First foul shot from Brunson at the foul line left. It's good. 9 for 11 from the line. 37 points.
He's just been so steady, and the Knicks are really, really starting to find their way here late in the ball game.
MVP chance break through. The Spurs fans who were trying to distract Brunson. Second free throw. Nailed it, and he's tied Willis Reed's Knicks Finals franchise record with 38 points here in Game 5. It is a 2-point game. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go. San Antonio with the lead. Robinson tipped the ball at midcourt off of Cornette. It went all the way to the backcourt out of bounds. Robinson says that Cornette touched it last, but the Knicks do not have a challenge remaining.
14 seconds here on the shot clock as the Spurs, you imagine, are going to come downhill.
Aaron Fox now. Left side arc between the legs dribble, defended by Bridges. Tough pull-up jumper, short from the foul line. Robinson had the rebound, lost it, tipped it around, and it comes to Anunoby. It is crunch time again for the 5th time in 5 games in the finals. Brunson down the lane, lefty layup, ties the game. It's the first 40-point night in the finals in Knicks franchise history. 83-83. From 16 down, they've knotted it up. 4.5 to go in Game 5. Dylan Harper, left side wing. Pull-up jumper off the heel. Rebound tipped out. Anunoby tipped it out, and it's hard put a whistle and a foul called on Anunoby. That is his 5th, and I'm not sure I saw that watching it live.
I did not. It looked like this is a loose ball. Everybody has a right to it. The broadcast team is going back to the Jalen Brunson layup and finish.
The Knicks did have a foul to give, though, so no free throws for San Antonio. Oh, that's a tough call on Anunoby.
Very tough.
Vassell from the far side inbound gets it to the corner for Wembanyama. 4:20 left in Game 5. Fox, the baseline drive on the right side. Whips it out to Harper. From wing to wing, he gets it to Vassell. Pull-up jumper mid-range. Nailed it over Hart. Rainbowed it home over a great contest.
That was good defense by Josh Hart, though, not running by the three-point shooter, making him put the ball on the floor and go for a 2 as opposed to a 3.
Knicks ball down 2. Brunson walks it again on the right elbow, defended by Harper. 4 minutes left in Game 5. Backing him down. Spins, baseline fadeaway. Missed it short. Rebound, almost fumbled out of bounds. It was fumbled out of bounds by Vassell. A gift-wrapped possession for the Knicks as Devin Vassell, who just drained a tough jumper on the other end, couldn't hang on to the rebound.
These are the little things that happen late in the game where one team starts to get tight and the other has continued to excel.
Inbound comes to Hart. Now out to Robinson on the left wing. Hands to Brunson. Matched up with Harper. Knicks ball down 2. 5 to shoot. Bridges hands back to Brunson, right point. Vassell gets the assignment. 3 on the shot clock. Steps back with 1. Pump fake. Draws a foul. Throws it up and off the back rim. But that would have brought the house down on the road if it fell. Jalen Brunson, for the 3rd time tonight, will get 3 free throws, and this time he can give the Knicks the lead.
He just keeps playing. He just keeps playing.
He is a cold-blooded late-game assassin right now, and his target is these elite San Antonio defenders. 3:40 left. First free throw is good. 41 points for Jalen Brunson. Knicks fans have been waiting for an eruption like this for the better part of 2 weeks. And did he pick a good time to come up with his best offensive game of the NBA Finals and maybe these NBA playoffs?
I wonder how much the Spurs have learned from the other performance by number 11 down the stretch. Will we see some double teams, something more deliberate about getting the ball out of his hands? But of course, he usually figures out a way to respond.
He just made the second free throw. We're tied at 85. And based on the look on his face, you knew he'd make the third. For the first time since it was 5-4, the Knicks are in front. 86-85, 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. San Antonio needs an answer. This young team looking to dig deep and find some courage with their backs against the wall. Fox, left elbow, pull-up jumper, in and out. Rebound Robinson. He'll hand it back to Brunson.
If I'm the Spurs, jump shot, you have Victor Wembanyama on the floor.
They're signaling for a foul to get Robinson to the line, but the Knicks beat him to the punch and called timeout. Take a deep breath, Knicks fans. You've been on the edge of your seats all night. You've been pulling your hair out. The frustration has reached ridiculous levels. But here in the fourth quarter, with the struggles mounting, Jalen Brunson has found a way to right the ship. And with a 21-13 advantage in this final frame, the Knicks have turned a 16-point deficit from back in the second quarter to a 1-point lead late behind 13 points from the captain in this final frame.
Everyone else around him has played their role. Sure, would you like to see a little bit more offense? Yeah, I get that. But in the meantime, getting to the glass and defending the Spurs squad, they've done a really good job with that.
This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plans. Only at Verizon. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. The Knicks were down 16 in the second, down 15 in the third, and when this fourth quarter began, it was a 7-point Spurs lead. Right now, the Knicks are up by 1, 86-85, with 3:17 to go in the fourth quarter. On the floor, it's the starting 5. Robinson out, Towns in. Brunson, Bridges, Hart, and in. They will not hang on to the ball, though. Brunson pushed off with his left hand. Castle jerks his head back, and Brunson gets called for his first foul. And a bad time for it, an offensive foul and a turnover.
All right, so mistake response. How do you respond? Can this defense stand tall and continue to limit the Spurs to just one opportunity?
Castle up top, passes left for Vassell. Now back to Castle on the right side point. Defended by Hart. Pick and roll with Vassell. Drives the lane. Met by Towns. Layup. No. Rebound. Tipped around. Saved by Bridges from the baseline. And Hart took it away from Harper. Final 3 minutes. Knicks ball up 1. Hart right point. Looking around. Of course, they want to get it to number 11, and they do. 14 to shoot. 2:47 to play. Brunson taking his time. At midcourt finds Towns left wing. Marked by the smaller Harper. He's got 5 fouls. Towns will take him toward the rim. Right-hand floater. Missed it too strong. Rebound Hart. Put back wouldn't go. He wanted a foul, but it's not coming. Point blank for Josh Hart. Couldn't put it through. Harper down the lane. Layup is blocked by Bridges. Harper got the rebound. Vassell in the corner. Up top, Fox. Left point, Wembanyama. Driving. Dishing. Harper left wing. All across the foul line to the rim. And a layup missed over Anunoby. How did Anunoby meet him at the cup like that?
I think that's just studying Harper's game and knowing what he's trying to do. What an acrobatic block.
2:10 to go. Anunoby on the baseline. Catches. And his slam was blocked by Vassell, but a whistle, and they're going to count it. His hand came to the bottom of the rim. That's the goaltend, and OG Anunoby's given the Knicks a 3-point lead with just his third made field goal of Game 5.
He's not yet in double figures either. That will give him 9 in this one tonight, but he's been so impactful late on the defensive end.
The Knicks have trailed in the final 2 minutes of every game in this final so far. We hit the final 2 minutes in Game 5. They're up by 3. Wembanyama flops. And they will call the 5th foul or the 6th foul now on Karl Anthony Towns. And the Knicks cannot challenge. It was a pump fake at the foul line, a turnaround and lean in from Wembanyama. It sure looked like Towns held his ground, but Wembanyama went down, and Towns is fouled out. 2 points in Game 5. 10 rebounds, 3 steals, a block. Sensational defense. But it's up to Mitchell Robinson to close out this series.
The good news is there is history of Mitchell Robinson rising to the occasion in this series.
Wembanyama missed 2 clutch ones at the end of Game 4, and he misses here at the end of Game 5. How can you not be thinking about it right now if you're Victor Wembanyama? If he hit one of those 2 the other day, it's overtime at the worst for San Antonio on the Anunoby tip. He's an 85% foul shooter in the playoffs. It almost has to be mental right now with the guy that many have crowned as the greatest in the NBA. And he very well may be. But right now all that matters is a free throw, and this one is good. It's a 2-point game with 1:53 remaining. Now Knicks ball with the lead.
The Knicks need to be smart here, understand time and score, and continue to put pressure on this Spurs defense. No turnovers.
43 points for Jalen Brunson. Matched up with Castle at midcourt. 99 seconds to play. 8 to shoot. Vassell on Brunson now thanks to an Anunoby screen. Right point Brunson behind the back dribble. Driving right with 2 to shoot. Steps back for a baseline 2-pointer off the top of the backboard. And a shot clock violation. A rare misfire from Jalen Brunson, who was absolutely roasting the Spurs here in the fourth quarter, but not there. 1:29 left. Spurs ball, they can tie or take the lead.
Now it's on this Knicks defense to continue to stay connected. Mitchell Robinson needs to stay near Victor Wembanyama as best he can, and the Knicks got to communicate on these screens.
Harper top of the key to the foul line on Bridges. Left block spins, turns for a fadeaway jumper, and ties the game.
It's a big move by the young fella.
Every shot the rest of the way could save the season for San Antonio or win the championship for New York. Brunson foul line floater. He got it! Speeding to the middle of the paint. He drained it with 66 seconds to go, and the Knicks lead by 2. Fox baseline drive far side. To Wembanyama at the foul line, leans in, passes out of it. Fox, a left corner 3, missed it short. Rebound Hart, final minute. 49 seconds left. Knicks ball, up 2. Brunson across midcourt, defended by Fox. He likes this matchup. Castle lurking for a double team. Brunson dribbles down the lane, kicks to Hart, a right wing 3-pointer. Short, rebound Robinson, tipped off the backboard, and Harper has it. He'll bring it ahead from left to right, all the way to the rim, and he misses a layup over Anunoby. Hart gets the rebound, and he got fouled. The Spurs did not have any to give, and that means free throws for Josh Hart. Knicks by 2, 26.1 to go.
Deep breath if you're on that New York Knicks sideline, in particular to Josh Hart. These are critical free throws. He talks so much about what happened in the layup at the end of Game 4. He has an opportunity to make a play that will help his team become historic.
The two biggest free throws of Josh Hart's life. He can make it a two-possession game with 26 seconds left. The first one is up and in. Landry Shamet, a good sign for multiple reasons, back into the game, and his knee must be doing okay. And the Knicks will need him, on what they hope is the final defensive possession of the season. Second free throw for Josh Hart. Missed it wide left. Rebound Robinson. Kick out to Shamet. Anunoby's got it up top, and they have to foul. Luke Cornett will come out and grab him, and with 21 and a half seconds left, free throws for OG Anunoby. The Knicks lead by 3.
What an incredible play by Mitchell Robinson, who now has 10 rebounds in this contest. He understands his role with this team, and in a moment where they need him to serve it, he does just that.
First free throw. Anunoby makes it. 4-point lead. Shot clock off. Spurs not done yet, but that one hurts San Antonio. At the foul line left, Anunoby misses the second. Tipped again by Robinson, but this one collected by Vassell. So 4 free throws on that last trip. The Knicks get 2 of them. 20 seconds to go. Either way, it still would have been a 2-possession game. 92-88 the score. And it is desperation time for San Antonio with their season on the line.
You can imagine that they're definitely going with a quick hitter here with just 20 seconds to go, and then they've got to play the foul game, obviously. The most likely option to me seems to be Victor Wembanyama at the rim, hoping that they get a foul call, and it can be a 3-point play. But if one of their 3-point shooters gets loose and has a clean look, I'm sure that Mitch Johnson probably will encourage them to take that shot with confidence.
And don't forget who got that offensive rebound on the Hart-missed free throw that gave Anunoby a chance to make it a 2-possession game. It was Mitchell Robinson. Everything he's been through this year, not playing back-to-backs, dealing with that surgically restructured ankle, having to find a way to play a role on a team that had seen Karl Anthony Towns take over the center position. Mitchell Robinson was needed in the clutchest moment the Knicks have had in decades, and he came up with what could be a championship-winning rebound. 92-88. One more time, that Knicks timeout was sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn how you can save big when you bundle your Fios home internet and mobile plan. Only at Verizon. Well, if you thought this one would be a comfortable closeout, you haven't seen games 1 through 4. It's going down to the wire again. 4-point Knicks lead. They're defending into the front court right with Hart, Bridges, Shamet, Anunoby, and Robinson. Inbound from Castle to the far sideline. Scott Foster about to give him the basketball. Wembanyama at the foul line, defended by Robinson. Set the screen for Harper. It's Wemby catching on the right wing. He'll launch a long 3. In and out, but a tip slam from Stephon Castle. He throws it down with 16 seconds left, and the Spurs are not done yet. Stephon Castle, if you can believe it, just made his first shot of the game. He was 0 for 9, and he throws that one down to save his team's season for at least another few seconds.
A different version of what we saw in New York in terms of OG Anunoby saving the game for the New York Knicks with that tip-in that he had. Now, the Knicks have to inbound the ball cleanly, of course, and then they've got to make sure that they hold on to it in anticipation of a foul.
And if they get free throws, they'll have to make 2 to make it a 2-possession game again. Which shooters does Mike Brown trust the most? Knicks have 1 timeout left. Spurs have 1 timeout left. 16.3 remaining in Game 5. Another comeback effort from New York. They were down 14 in the Game 1 win, down 12 in the Game 2 victory. And, of course, the record-setting 29-point turnaround in Wednesday's Game 4. They hang on here. It's a 16-point comeback win. Nobody has done anything in the history of the NBA like the New York Knicks this year. Will it lead to a championship? We're 16 seconds away from finding out. Knicks ball from right to left. Josh Hart will inbound from the far sideline, defended by the 7'4" Victor Wembanyama. Shamet, Anunoby, Hart, and Brunson on the floor. Can they find a way to inbound the ball to Brunson? He is hounded on the opposite wing by Stephon Castle. John Foster blows the whistle and hands the ball to Hart. Brunson trying to break free at the free throw line. Comes to the corner. Bounce pass to Brunson in the corner. Not fouling yet. Looking to double team. Dribbles toward midcourt. 10 seconds left. He got trapped at midcourt. Somehow passes to Bridges. And he got fouled by Harper. So 8 seconds tick off the clock. 8.8 left in the game. And Mikal Bridges, earlier in this series, in a very similar spot, hit 2 final second free throws to give the Knicks a 2-possession lead. And that wound up being the difference. In a game they won by 10.
All right, so the Knicks have gone 2 for 4 free throws late, which has allowed the Spurs to stay into this one. These, big.
Bridges has not taken a free throw tonight. The first one's in the air. And missed off the front rim and then off the back rim. And no matter what happens here, barring an offensive rebound, the Spurs will have a chance to tie.
Got to step off the line, shake it out, exhale. Let that one go. Short-term memory.
Robinson checks in for the rebound. Bridges gets the second. It's a 3-point game. Timeout San Antonio. They will draw up a play to try and keep their season alive. And Mikal Bridges, who's talked about the pain he still feels from not being able to hold a 2-0 series lead in his third year with the Phoenix Suns back in 2021, had a chance to nearly ice it. Instead, just like Anunoby and just like Hart, he gets 1 out of 2. 93-90. Just under 9 seconds remain.
So, think back to that play that we saw at the end of Game 3. Victor Wembanyama was a bit of a decoy, and you would have had Stephon Castle in position to make a play sort of in the air. Again, this Knicks defense has to stay connected. One thing that I think was underrated in real time in Game 4 was Karl-Anthony Towns getting a tip on the inbound play when Dylan Harper was throwing the ball in, which helped to disrupt the flight of that basketball and allow the Knicks to make a play. They obviously have to go for a 3 here. So you got to be aware of the screens. Are you switching? Are you staying attached? Communication has to be its best yet.
And you figure they'll try to go quick. They had the offensive rebound tip slam from Stephon Castle after the missed long 3 by Wembanyama. 8.8 to go. No timeouts left for San Antonio. The Knicks have 1. Jeremy Sohan checks into the game for the first time. He will defend Wembanyama, his former teammate, before he was released by the Spurs just a few months ago.
And since the Spurs need a 3, a smaller lineup to be able to close out and get to those shooters.
Clark guards the inbound. Anunoby on Fox. Bridges on Harper. Shamet on Vassell. And Sohan on Wembanyama. From the near sideline, Stephon Castle is ready for the inbound. Spurs ball down 3. Castle, pump fakes, looking for Wembanyama, can't get it there. The midcourt for Harper, and he got fouled by Shamet. That's the game plan for New York. They're going to put Harper on the free throw line, and they can't get beat by a 3.
But they have to have a defensive rebound should that second free throw be missed.
Coach McNutt right again, because here comes Mitchell Robinson into the game for Landry Shamet, who frankly, did a perfect job of the fouling up three strategy. We have seen teams mistime it, leading to a foul on a shooter, but there was no chance for Harper to get that shot off. First free throw. Missed it off the back rim. Is he finally starting to look 20 years old? I gotta have it free throw from the best rookie in the postseason, and Dylan Harper missed it.
Well, he joins quite a few players that have missed important free throws down the stretch. Chalk it up to his age or just the magnitude of the moment. I'm sure the Knicks would like to have the three they missed back as well.
8.5 left. Shot is up. Back rim miss. Rebound Anunoby. Foul by Harper. 7.7 left. The Knicks have the ball. They have a 3-point lead, and they've got the crowd behind them in San Antonio. With no timeouts left for the Spurs, it might only take one foul shot from OG Anunoby to seal the deal. Two misses from Dylan Harper, who's been as clutch as any rookie in NBA playoff history. Anunoby, ready for the first free throw. He missed it.
Woo! Have you ever been a part of a more pressure-packed set of free throws?
I don't think anybody has. If Anunoby makes it, it's a 4-point lead with 7.7 left. Three dribbles. One shot for the championship. He got it! 4-point lead. 7.5 to go. De'Aaron Fox across midcourt with 5. Left wing handoff to Wembanyama with 2. Takes a 3 that he misses too strong. It's happening, Knicks fans. It's happening. It's been 53 years. But for this moment, it was well worth the wait. A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever. Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
There is nothing like the love letter that an organization has an opportunity to write to its fans and to its cities, quite like winning a championship. Enjoy it, Knicks fans. Enjoy it, Knicks Nation. Signed, sealed, and delivered, your 2026 New York Knicks.
This league has seen some impressive playoff runs over the years, but we've never seen anything like the 2026 New York Knicks. They will be forever remembered as the team that proved no lead is too big and no guard is too small. Jalen Brunson, with the season and the title on the line, scores a Knicks Finals record, 45 points in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. He will be the MVP.
Without question.
He will be the iconic player of this Knicks era and maybe the iconic player of NBA basketball today. And Monica, these fans, as they always find a way to do, they made the trip. And the greatest fan base in sports now gets to cheer on the greatest team in basketball. The New York Knicks are 2026 NBA champions.
This is incredible.
They were down double digits in every single game. And if a 5-game series can go down in the history books as the greatest of all time, this is it. It's a mob at midcourt, hugs all around, smiles all around. We're looking to see if Jalen Brunson will allow himself a tear or two. Jeremy Sohan, Tyler Kolek hugging, jumping up and down. Big smiles for Trey Jameson, and we mentioned those guys because of all the little contributions they made behind the scenes to help this team win. Rick Brunson wraps his left arm around his son as he gets ready for an interview.
What a celebratory moment for this group. I cannot wait to hear what they have to say from the podium about one another.
You better get down there and find
about
out.
this coaching staff. Yeah, I'm on my way down.
Pat O'Keefe will anchor our post-game coverage. The final score in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Knicks 94. San Antonio Spurs 90. Get yourself some summer savings at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event with great deals on the capable Kia SUV. Kia, movement that inspires. And if you're tearing up right now, you can probably tell you're not alone. The Knicks are champions. And not just a championship, but a legacy of team basketball, of never giving up, and of building around a player you believe in. So much more to say, and so much more time to celebrate. The party begins. It's going to last all summer long. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Sun Cruiser. Also should remind you that Monica, I'm sure, had a wonderful, sweet victory moment of the game brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. It was the moment that the Knicks became NBA champions for the first time since 1973. That was the sweet victory moment of the game brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Calandra's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket. The Knicks have done it. One of the greatest playoff runs of all time, both in drama and in dominance. And they will raise a banner. And they will bring home a trophy. And they will get their rings that they so richly deserve. Pat O'Keefe is next. Thanks for everything, Knicks fans. We love you. You deserve this. New York Knicks basketball continues next on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Attention Knicks fans, looking for infusion care that puts you first? Thrival Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, Thrival offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a Thrival location near you. Find out more at thrivalinfusion.com. That's thrivalinfusion.com, saving lives drip by drip.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hard-working New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Is the stress of a Game 7 giving your skin a full court press? Tired of trying to coach yourself through skincare trends? Between slugging, serums, and retinoids, it's easy to get confused.